I can't wait till somebody starts speaking up on y'all and all the things you've done, because I'm still not understanding how nobody is bringing up Mary J. Blige's name when she was right there procuring and babysitting whatever catch Diddy had for the week, making sure people stayed in line, giving them the Janice Combs treatment. For the love of God, please stop. Stop.
Right.
If you are not going to tell the truth, Valletta Wallace is no longer here to judge you. If you are not going to start telling the truth, please shut up.
Then, Stasi's trial suddenly exploded into the public eye, drawing attention not just to him, but to everyone connected to him. It wasn't only the mogul himself facing scrutiny, his entire family was now under intense observation. Among them was his so-called innocent daughter, Chance. But according to Jaguar Wright, that halo of innocence might be completely false. Let's set the scene clearly. For a long time, Chance Combs, Diddy's daughter, was seen as the protected one. She was carefully shielded from media chaos. Whenever she appeared in public, she was always dressed beautifully, smiling gently beside her twin sisters, Jessie and Delilah.
Joining me now is one of tonight's A-list presenters. It's Sean Diddy Combs with his stunningly beautiful daughter, Chance Combs. Mr. Combs, is this not the perfect father-daughter date night?
I'm speechless. I am speechless. Baby, you look so beautiful. So beautiful. She's a future actress.
People would spot her on red carpets, posing for wholesome family photographs, and even participating in fashion shows. In many ways, her presence helped paint Diddy as a devoted family man, someone who cared deeply about his children. But Jaguar Wright isn't convinced. She's calling the entire picture fake. According to her, Chance isn't simply an innocent child who happens to be caught in the crossfire of Diddy's controversial world. Instead, she is part of a carefully constructed system that has relied on her silence. The most shocking claim? Jag says Chance was aware of her father's private actions. She isn't merely a bystander. She's allegedly been coached, groomed, and maybe even used to cover up parts of Diddy's hidden life. Think about it for a moment. Why was Chance always presented in such a carefully polished way?
Bonding experience, and then your real predatory people like the Diddy and them, you got somebody that's watching you on the road to see how far you're willing to go so when they bring you to the house. What they're doing to homosexuality is wrong. Because homosexuality has nothing to do with being a sodomite. It's nothing to do with none of that other stuff. It's not that at all. It's just the preference of the person that you love.
Every detail, her school life, her social media, her brand collaborations, was curated and controlled. According to Jag, Diddy didn't shield her out of love. He protected her because she played a role that distracted the public from lawsuits, accusations, and all the chaos swirling around him. Jaguar goes further. She claims Diddy may have groomed all his children to accept the behaviors in his world, not just the sons, but the daughters too. She suggests that Chance grew up witnessing a twisted lifestyle and may have either accepted it or been forced into it. And yet, she asks the critical question, why is no one looking at how these children were raised? People focus on the lawsuits and Diddy's personal actions, but his children are often treated like innocent props in the story. Jaguar refuses to accept that. She asks, why is no one questioning Chance's silence?
So proud of everything he's accomplished over all these years, and for him to be honored as an icon this year is really amazing.
If she has been surrounded by this chaos for years, how can she be entirely unaware? Suddenly, the public began seeing Chance differently. She was no longer just the untouchable, perfect daughter. People started wondering if she might know more than she has let on. Let's take a step back and examine Diddy's family structure, because it is far from simple. His family tree has many twists, different mothers for his children, and layers of image management. Understanding the timeline and the roles each child has played makes the story even more intriguing. First, there's Justin, Diddy's first son with Misa Hilton. Justin was considered the golden child early on. He attended parties, celebrity events, and even received a scholarship to play football at UCLA. He was front and center in many public appearances.
Yes, I'm an aspiring actress, and it's my first time at the Oscars, so I'm really excited to be here. Yeah.
His mother, Misa, generally stayed out of the drama, although she has spoken publicly about the difficulties of dealing with Diddy's lifestyle. Next is Christian, Diddy's son with the late Kim Porter. Christian has been positioned as the heir. With his looks, modeling gigs, and ties to the music industry, his image was closely connected to Diddy's brand. But again, everything around him was controlled, carefully managed to maintain the family's public image. Then we come to Chance, Diddy's daughter with Sarah Chapman. This is where things get complicated. Chance was born just a few months before Kim Porter gave birth to Jesse and Delilah, the twins. At the same time Kim was pregnant, Diddy was expecting another child with a different woman. Naturally, this created drama behind the scenes, and Chance's existence was kept quiet initially. In recent years, however, Diddy began putting Chance in the spotlight more often. She appeared not only with her sisters, but also in solo public moments, fashion shows, and red carpet events. She was always dressed elegantly, speaking softly and politely. She was presented as the perfect, low-key, respectful daughter, the good girl amidst the chaos of the family's public life. There's also Baby Love, the youngest child with Dana TR. That situation, too, remained mostly private for a while before being revealed suddenly to the public, another example of Diddy managing the family narrative. And finally, we have Quincy, Kim Porter's son from a previous relationship, whom Diddy adopted. Quincy always projected maturity and thoughtfulness, almost like the voice of reason within the family. Among all these children, Chance has consistently been portrayed as the quiet outsider, the sweet, gentle one. But what if that image is just a carefully constructed strategy? Jaguar Wright, known for exposing hidden truths in Hollywood, isn't only speaking about Diddy anymore. She's now focusing on his children, and she names Chance specifically. Jaguar argues that none of Diddy's children are truly innocent. According to her, they are not simply victims on the sidelines. They are assigned roles, and Chance's role is to appear unaware. The polite, quiet daughter, seemingly detached while everything around her is chaotic. But Jaguar says that image is entirely misleading. She believes Chance is more aware than most people realize. Behind her gentle demeanor lies someone groomed to maintain secrets and uphold an illusion. In Diddy's world, public perception is everything, and Chance plays a role in softening his reputation. Jag even said something striking. They're not fighting for Diddy, they're fighting for survival. She implies this isn't about loyalty to their father out of love, it's about dependence. Diddy allegedly controls every aspect of their lives, their money, homes, clothing, and opportunities. If any child speaks out, their lifestyle could vanish. Staying quiet ensures safety, at least on the surface. According to Jag, that's why none of the children, including Chance, have publicly addressed any controversies. Not when Cassie filed her lawsuit, not when raid footage leaked, and not even when Diddy began losing brand partnerships. Their silence is deliberate, not accidental. Jaguar also suggests that Chance may have witnessed more than anyone suspects. Growing up in Diddy's inner circle, she likely noticed unusual behaviors, the controlling influence, and the way people changed or disappeared after getting too close to uncomfortable truths. Jaguar is making a bold statement that few dare to voice. Chance is not just a child caught in a scandal, she is part of the system. But is there evidence to support this? For years, the public considered Chance the one child in Diddy's circle who might truly be innocent. People assumed she was untouched by lawsuits, rumors, and chaos. Much of this perception came from the way she was raised. Unlike her siblings, who grew up mostly in Diddy's orbit and were regularly displayed in media, Chance was primarily raised by her mother, Sarah Chapman. Sarah lived quietly, avoiding parties and public controversies. Because of this, it was easy to believe that Chance had grown up in a stable, less toxic environment. Diddy also treated her differently. He prioritized the twins, Jessie and Delilah, constantly showcasing them at fashion events, red carpets, and award shows. The twins were branded as many celebrities, while Chance received little exposure online or in the media. Occasionally, she might appear in a birthday post or holiday message, but she didn't get the full public treatment her sisters enjoyed. This difference made many believe Chance was separate from Diddy's public brand. She seemed outside the system, not a part of his controlled narrative. In fact, the only major public appearance with Diddy for her was at the Oscars. Even that moment felt rare, almost accidental, rather than a consistent lifestyle. This gave her an appearance of normalcy compared to the rest of the family. For a long time, fans gave her the benefit of the doubt. She seemed like the daughter Diddy didn't exploit publicly, the quiet one, kept out of trouble. People thought she was the innocent member of the family, untouched by the chaos. But recently, things have shifted. Chance has been appearing in public more frequently, and some of her actions have caught people's attention. Notably, she has been seen socializing with Ava Dash and her cousin Quay during a period when Diddy was heavily scrutinized in the news. Federal investigations were underway, lawsuits were active, and media headlines were relentless. Yet Chance appeared on camera, laughing and appearing relaxed, as if she had no awareness of the surrounding turmoil. Videos of these moments went viral, sparking discussions online. Commenters noted how her behavior seemed unusual. One viewer said, "You can tell by the way she's laughing, she knows exactly what's happening. This is damage control in real time." Another added, "Chance is moving like a PR plant, not like a daughter. She acts normal while her dad's empire is collapsing." In Diddy's world, favoritism was not just about love, it was about control. Jessie and Delilah, the twins, were always in the spotlight. From fashion shows to magazine spreads to red carpets, they were positioned as the family's shining stars. Meanwhile, Chance remained on the sidelines, receiving far less attention. For a teenage girl, growing up under that shadow could have a strong psychological impact. Allegedly, Diddy used emotional manipulation to play his children against each other. When someone craves a parent's approval that deeply, they may begin doing things solely to stay close. Many observers now believe this might explain Chance's current behavior. She may not be acting out of loyalty, but survival. Jaguar Wright has suggested repeatedly that the children are not acting for love, but out of necessity. Diddy controls their finances, lifestyle, and access to opportunities. None of the kids are fully independent. Speaking out could risk everything. Remaining silent ensures their safety, at least temporarily. So the question becomes, do we believe Chance truly understands what has been happening, or is she simply another pawn in Diddy's complex, controlled world? As of now, the public can only speculate. The situation raises questions about power, influence, and family dynamics in the world of celebrities. Chance may indeed have been carefully curated and trained to maintain an image that benefits the family brand. Her every move, her presence in public, and even her laughter might be interpreted as part of a strategic approach rather than genuine innocence. Only time will reveal the truth. Until then, viewers are left to decide whether Chance is aware, complicit, or simply surviving in a system designed to control perception. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Chance knew more than we realize? Or is she truly just an innocent child in the middle of this storm? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with every new development in this unfolding story.